I started attending UF in 2019, and I'm still a current student. And my major is electrical engineering. I started getting like nightmares and like bad like PTSD symptoms. Like I don't know, I just like didn't want to hug people anymore after that. I reached out to a girl on Instagram because she was one of my friends, and she like ran like a giant like UF account. It was called like UF Girl Boss. And I was like talking to her, I was like told her what happened, and she ended up making like a second account called like UF Survivor Speaks. And she had posted about what happened to me and like posted a photo of him to like see if he assaulted anyone else. And a bunch of other girls ended up reaching out, and it was insane. Like some of the girls, I think there was like 6 total, and some of them were even from his high school. So he's been doing this for years, you know. And we ended up reporting it to the school, and we ended and having just multiple people come really helped. Like multiple people put in like Title IX reports. He did end up leaving UF, which was great. He also does pay for my therapy now too, which is also very nice. That I don't have to pay for like the treatment for the trauma he caused me. I was told by Russ Foreman, I think he's the Title IX like president or vice president. I was told that my case, it went extremely well. Like it usually does. They usually like don't like leave the school. It kind of blew up at the University of Florida. I think a lot of people knew about it, especially people in Greek life. I remember I had a friend who was in a sorority. She was in 5U, and she told me that the sorority had a whole meeting about it. I just remembered it really like being awful for me because I felt like it was my name everywhere, even though he did something wrong and there were so many other girls, but like everyone was like, oh, it's her, she did that. Mean behavior. I would go to like frat parties that like weren't even his frat just to go with my friends, and they would ask me to leave because I made them uncomfortable, and I'd be like, I have no idea who you are. I think fraternities do play a big part in upholding rape culture, especially because they're so concerned about their reputation, and they're saying that, oh, I make them uncomfortable, instead of like telling their members not to assault girls and like backing up the victims that come forward. During fall of 2022, a lot of students were going to Nashville to watch a football game, and they were going to like take buses and, you know, have fun over the weekend. And basically a lot of fraternities were going there. And I was signed up already. I already paid. I was like signed up for a couple of weeks. I was in the Facebook group. And then like a week or 2 before the trip, I get a text message saying, we have to remove you from the trip because you're making brothers uncomfortable with your presence. And I was confused because I don't really know that many brothers in that fraternity. And I was like, how am I making you uncomfortable? Like, what did I do wrong? And he wouldn't give me answers. And I went to the Greek Affairs office to discuss this, see if there was like anything that could be done, and they basically said, we can't do anything, which I think is awful because they live on like University of Florida property. So I think like the school is like sort of upholding it too by letting, you know, victims be punished. I just think what happened to me is extremely heartbreaking. I used to have like these idealized versions of my first kiss, like these romantic dreams, and it was shattered for me. I don't know, I feel like a lot of firsts were stolen from me that night.